I don't drink soda. It's one of Nelly's better songs, honestly.
Computer, stop.
Stop. That's copywritten, computer. Shh.
Yeah, that's copywritten.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Nelly's going to come for us.
Mm-hmm. All right. We have to cover this up.
Oh, get that out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness.
Okay, we ready? Ambient smoke?
Do we need to restart this?
Yeah, we're going to have to restart. I don't think we've started yet. Okay, there we go. Yo, welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast, everybody. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is Awesome Ty.
And we are here joining you on another beautiful day, another beautiful week. Thank you for being here with us, for clicking play, for staying around. You've already been here for, upwards of a minute at this point.
You've invested quite a bit of time at this point, and we just want to invite you every single week to come and join us where we're going to talk about a wide variety of subjects.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are we doing the thing?
Are we?
Yeah, we actually, Jerry gave us a task. Sorry, everyone, to derail the show right at the beginning, but we do have something that we have to do today. First, we have to pose for the thumbnail. And today we're going to be getting into, for one, how you can make money quick.
Yeah, you want to get rich quick? Sure, we all do.
Mm-hmm. So we should probably do something around that theme. Maybe we could be pointing at a money. Yeah, you could do that. And I'll point, and that'll be we'll put something here, like a clip art.
Show me the money. Money.
There we go. Thumbnail. Jerry, good. Okay. And then also we need to make a introduction video for our YouTube.
Yes.
Everybody go to our YouTube, subscribe, Natural Habitat Podcast on YouTube. Turn on the notification bell, sound off in the comments.
Yeah, sound off below. Let us know what, just confirm that you've done the things that we've asked you to do. Give us a thumbs up emoji.
Mm-hmm. So write that all down. You should also have a pen and paper while you're listening to the show to just jot down these things.
Just a notebook, really.
And you're going to want to go to our YouTube. You're going to want to subscribe. And this is going to be our intro video that'll play when you go to our channel. So you go to our channel and it starts playing a video that's either the most recent upload, or it'll be an introduction, hey guys, thanks for coming to my channel, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to do the latter. So we have a whole kind of spiel that we could do, and we're going to record that now, cut it out, put it in the beginning. And then once we get through that, then it'll be time for the episode to teach you how to get rich.
I feel like we probably didn't need to explain all that. We could have just kind of done it without saying it.
We could have, and you were starting to, but then I got really in my head about it and started panicking, and then bought myself.
You were buying time.
Bought myself a good 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
With that.
I see what you did there.
So, we can jump into it now. So do you want to go ahead and I guess we could just try it out.
Give it a whirl.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and start it off.
Hey, I'm Awesome Ty.
I'm Mikey Booyah.
And we want you to come out and check us. No.
Yeah,
that was. Why don't you take the lead on this one?
Off to a good start, where I'd say we should say
I was
names.
About to invite them to an event or something. Yeah, why don't you come out this Saturday night and check it. No.
All right. So we'll get a clean, and then, hey guys, I'm Mikey Booyah.
I'm Awesome Ty.
And this is the Natural Habitat Podcast. Go ahead and hit that bell. No, that's we can't. Because that's asking too much when they get here.
Yeah.
For them to just immediately hit the bell.
You got to explain what this is. Because, even I'm not entirely sure.
True.
So we definitely want to.
True. Okay, you go.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Awesome Ty.
I'm Mikey Booyah.
And this is the Natural Habitat Podcast. Thank you for showing up to our YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And we just want to let you know that we're going to be posting quality videos and podcasts every single week.
Some of the best podcasts that have ever been created are going to be put out on this channel. So make sure that you subscribe, you hit the bell, and you keep up with what we're doing.
Our track record extends back years, and we've released hundreds of episodes right here on this YouTube channel that you've been missing out on. So it's time to, educate yourself and come join us every single week for this podcast where we touch on an array of subjects, from culture to, not really sports too much,
Okay, that was good. That was good. It kind of started falling off a little bit in the middle. Apart. We could piece them together if we want to do like a second half. We could punch in. Yeah, okay. So I think that was really good up until you started talking about what we talk about. Because it's like, what do we talk about?
No, yes, that's not established. I mean, I don't want to go with like the Seinfeld cliche that this is a podcast about nothing, but it kind of is. Kind of is.
I say that we.
I mean, there's some Seinfeld-esque, energy to this show.
Yeah, there definitely is. We have a soup Nazi.
We do. I mean, we've got like I'm more the Jerry, right? Are you the Jerry? I mean, this is your house that we're hanging out.
I think we're both Kramers.
We do. I mean, like I kind of stumble in.
Have Kramer,
okay,
Kramer
yeah.
energy.
Except minus the racist diatribe.
No, not Michael Richards. Absolutely not Michael Richards.
Thank you for clarifying that, because I mean, you really have to.
I think that the Jerry of this podcast is Computer, and I think that we should probably mention him during.
We do. We have another co-host.
Only podcast.
We are the only.
Only. So yeah, we'll punch in right here. So thing of it. I forget what you said before the
computer. Say hello to everybody.
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, hello is a semi-formal, generic.
I thought I was just going to say hello. Speakers. Computer, stop.
So you see what you're getting with this guy.
All right, so we'll come in clean on that. We'll punch in. We also are the only podcast that is co-hosted by a computer. Computer, say hello. Computer, say hello. What the fuck?
Computer, say hi to the people.
God. Okay, he's shy.
I don't know that one.
He's shy right now, but we guarantee that he is an active co-host on this show. And you can go back into our archive and find out for yourself. Yeah, no, that's kind of like. Yeah, I feel like the pitch for him could have been a little bit better.
I feel like computer could have performed a little bit better. Honestly,
absolutely.
Like, computer, you really need to step this up here as since you're officially anointed as a co-host now. Like we need you to start. For
a lot of weight is on your shoulders.
Paying
right now,
for things, and then we're gonna need you to start just kind of stepping it up all around as far as performance. And we're gonna need
you to create an Instagram and start sharing.
Why do you not have a?
Yeah, you need to have an Instagram. You need to start sharing.
Yeah.
Are we going to make an Instagram for computers? It's going to be lit.
Cut that part out, though.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I say we punch back in with the computer thing, and then I will tell him to say hello after you say we're the only podcast that's co-hosted by.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. And you know what? As far as I know, as far as anyone knows, we're the only podcast that's co-hosted by a computer.
Computer, say hello.
Hi.
Boom. Okay. Then we'll cut there, and then we'll have like a little outro that we do.
Is that like the whole hook? Is that like our whole selling point? Is that we have computer?
It's like our major thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I actually just realized
we might want to say it with a little bit more enthusiasm than honestly. Yeah.
Okay. Because I just realized it today that we're the only podcast that we know of that is co-hosted by a computer.
And guess what? We're the only podcast in the world that's co-hosted by a computer. That's AI technology.
Sorry, I talked over your thing.
Here's an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor.
Now he's doing the goofy.
The first object recognized as such as a chip river pebble found in the valley of the Omo River in Ethiopia dated 2.5 million years ago.
I mean, that's basically that's kind of like a good indication of what they're going to get from computers. Just misinformation and nonsense.
Yeah, he does provide a lot. So join us every week and... we need like a good outro. So join us every week and...
Join us every week. Be sure to sound off below, fire up that like button, ring that bell, and slide on over to the Patreon.
I like it. All right, cool. So we're so sorry for that. But good news is that we're 10 minutes in. We can now do whatever we want.
We could break out the drugs.
Watching anymore.
Yeah. The babysitter's gone home, or the babysitter's gone out back with her boyfriend.
Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
The babysitter's dead.
Yeah. So babysitter's not here, not watching anymore.
So we're gonna bust out some pot,
and we're gonna teach y'all how to get rich coming up soon. So a lot of people are like, it's a rough time for people in the world.
It's the beginning of a recession, as far as I can tell.
Inflation.
Money's going to be real tight. Inflation skyrocketing through the roof.
Yeah. Gas prices.
Prices through the roof.
Through the roof.
But yet the increase in people's wages is very, very, like barely inclining. While all of these other things, these costs are skyrocketing.
Yeah. And just like metals and stuff, like just raw metals that they need to make things, like staircases, fireman poles. They're through the
chips.
roof.
These chips
through the roof.
I still can't get a PS5. It's been out for 3 fucking years now.
Yeah. Cars don't have computers in them anymore. They're just
They're taking them out.
Yeah, they're just old school regular engines.
Yep.
So we're going to teach you how to get rich. There's multiple ways to do this. I mean, as you can see, we're doing very well. We're living in the city.
Yeah, we're
we
out
have
here
lots
doing
of
the big
likes.
time. No, I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm rich, but I'm rich in knowledge on how to get you rich monetarily.
And that is actually step 1 of becoming rich. Lower your bar for rich. You know what I mean? Like, rich doesn't have to be $100 million.
No, not even close. You're not getting that. We're not going to show you how to make that.
Rich could be, $1 million. It could be 100,000. Rich could, in a certain circumstance, be $248.
10 stacks, you know what I mean? Like 10 racks. I think that's, to most people.
What is that? $10,000?
10,000. 10,000. Wow.
I thought a stack was, or a rack was.
A rack is 1,000.
I thought it was 2,000.
No.
A stack is
a rack is 1,000, and then a ticket is a milli.
Oh, okay.
So you might get you a ticket. You might get you a couple racks. You might get you, like whatever is right in between those things.
Yeah.
But we're gonna walk you through how you would go about doing that.
But before we do that, before we give you the keys and
the keys to success,
and the keys to a
ours,
literal
like we made that up, right?
Bugatti, you will be driving Bugattis.
A Mozzie. When the Mozzie rides up, you're gonna know it's not a Mazda.
Oh shit! Who's that?
I'm not sure.
Kanye say that?
No, I think that's Royce the 5'9".
Oh, okay.
But it's because of Maserati. You're going to be driving a Maserati.
Yeah, you're going to be driving a Maserati. Fancy car.
Fancy car.
We've all seen these. Andrew Tate became the most searched man in the world. Ty Lopez was like a thing before that, I think.
You've got all kinds of
YouTube gurus.
Yes.
They'll teach you how to get rich.
Like, why not us?
Why can't we be YouTube
Why
gurus?
can't we get you there also? I mean, like, I'm a alpha male. I'm a, like a good looking white man in his 30s. Has a lot of sway on the internet, a lot of sway in the community. Achieved quite a bit. I've won some awards. I've been, a recipient of several honors.
Yeah.
I'm a college alumni. And I mean, really?
I think you're more than qualified.
I think I'm the only one that's qualified, honestly.
Oh, really?
I mean, not that's not to say that you're not, but I'm saying, like, I'm the best person that's gonna lose train of thought mid-sentence.
Okay. Well, that is actually a sign of having a lot of wealth.
Yeah, I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Exactly. You got a lot of things going on. You got a lot of plates spinning, as they say. That's a term. You're going to want to learn the terms. You're going to want to learn stack,
get
rack.
your notebook out.
What was $1 million?
Stack, rack, ticket.
A ticket?
Ticket.
A ticket?
Yeah, a ticket.
You sure that's what you said the first time? I feel like it was
no. It's
else.
definitely $1 million's a ticket.
Okay, and you're gonna want to learn what's the cut of the jib. You're gonna want to learn all the stuff. The vig, that was like a mafia thing.
That's like a
I think we're getting into different territory now.
Yeah, that's like a bookie thing. But you know what? Gambling is one way that you're going to achieve this wealth. So we'll walk you through that. We'll teach you how to.
Yeah, we're going to teach you all these things. These aren't just going to be us going over things loosey goosey. We're going to do a step by step. Teach you how to do it, how to double it, how to triple it. Exponential growth.
1 makes 2. 2 makes a FOMAC. 4 makes a half.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, the Mike Epps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard of the folds of paper? Like how many times you have to fold a piece of paper to get to the moon? About exponential growth. This is like I'm gonna teach you guys how to make money.
Teach you about
money is all growth. About exponential growth.
We're gonna teach you at the stock market and how to make money even in this downturn of the economy.
Okay, now look at this. How many times do you think you'd have to fold a piece of paper for it to reach to the moon? All the way to the moon.
I couldn't even tell you. Maybe like 5, 10.
What if I told you that if you fold a piece of paper 46 times, it'll reach up to the moon?
That's wild, man. I never would have guessed that.
And that is a Snapple fact.
That's a fact right there. And you can take that to the bank.
That's a real one.
And when you do take that to the bank, why don't you take this big fat check that you're going to get from, our success tips.
Mm-hmm. So exponential growth, our brains aren't set up to understand exponential growth. We're on a linear.
Nobody does.
We're on a linear cycle. You know what I mean? Oh, it's even less than I said. 42
foldings.
And look, like one brief way that you could kind of understand it for a little second with our stupid linear brains, your stupid poor linear brain, because we
Idiot
get it,
brain, just
obviously.
Dumb brain.
So you think about, look, 42 folds to the moon. You say, how is that possible? How is it possible for me to get that much money?
To the moon, straight to the moon.
And I will tell you that 41 folds is halfway to the moon. Okay, doubles every time you fold it. And when you take your stacks, you fold your stacks, it doubles. That's why I said 2,000. I thought a stack was 2,000 because I'm doubling it.
I tell you what, with the tips that we're giving you today, you're going to be on a rocket ride straight to the moon.
And we haven't even given you tip
while you're
one.
there, why don't you pick up some of that nice green moon money from me and Mikey and bring us back a little bag of moon money?
Yeah, there's a reason why Disneyland pumps the smell of money into their stores and the smell of blood into their food courts. And that's because the moon money it's like blood and it's like blood
yeah
money.
And also like humans are natural carnivores, and we secretly like thirst for the taste of blood, and Walt Disney knew that. He knew that from day one at Disneyland, so he incorporated that into the smell and
if anybody craves the taste of blood, it's Walt Disney.
He's not alive still. He did allegedly pass.
I mean, his head's frozen though, right?
Yes, yeah, that's what they say.
Is that true?
It's never been disproven to me. Like I say we dig up Walt, and like there's only one way to find out.
Yeah. Because I heard that his head was frozen in like a Futurama style, like a fishbowl, and he's talking and like moving around.
Computer, was Walt Disney frozen?
He didn't hear you.
Computer, was Walt Disney's head frozen?
Walt Disney died from lung cancer on December 15, 1966, at age 65. He was cremated 2 days later, and his remains are buried in the Forest Lawn Cemetery in Glendale, California.
Computer, was Walt Disney's brain saved for science?
Here's something I found on the web. According to fandom.com, rumors have circulated for years that Disney's head was cryogenically frozen in anticipation of the day when sufficiently advanced technology will permit him to be resurrected as a hideous cyborg.
Computer, stop.
See,
I told you.
You should copy and paste like what he just said in like to the promo part where we ask him to do something impressive, because that was actually like a pretty good.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we're talking about.
That's what computers bring into the table. So
yeah, he actually does things every once in a while. But Walt Disney's head is frozen. It's in the Disney vault with the movies that they put out like every year.
With like Fox and the Hound.
Yeah, and all Lady and the Tramp and all that. And then eventually Walt Disney's head will be the release of the year, of the summer. Because they like re-release a Disney classic every year.
Yeah. I mean, what bigger Disney classic is there than Walt Disney? Aside from maybe Mickey Mouse.
Head.
I mean, like Mickey Mouse is like Trump's Walt, but
yeah,
Mickey Mouse has been around. He's in the clubhouse every day in my house.
He's got to be public domain, right?
Mickey?
How is he not public domain yet? Because computer, when will Mickey Mouse be in the public domain?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, under the current law, Mickey Mouse is set to enter the public domain in 2024.
What? Damn, baby.
We should start running a countdown till Mickey in the public domain.
Yeah, I like that. Because that's the whole reason why this law was changed. Walt Disney changed the copyright law and added like 75 years to it or something like that. because he
man.
didn't want anybody to steal his ideas, even though
That's
all
gonna
his
be,
ideas
like,
were
that's,
stolen.
That's way sicker than Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Fuck, that's gonna be lit. And so is Steamboat Willie already public domain?
No, I'd figure like
Because that's like based off.
That's gonna be like like the
that's what's gonna
anniversary
enter
of state.
first. You think that you're gonna be able to use Steamboat
No, but that's
Willie?
when the intellectual property started. So I would imagine since that's the first showing of Mickey Mouse in any that's where that's. I mean, I guess on like the anniversary of that is going to be like when Mickey's fair game. And I think since the character's introduced, then I don't know, the ins and outs of this law. Like, is it likeness or is it just the concept? Like, what is going to enter the public domain? Because obviously, like, we're not just going to be able to like show like Fantasia.
See, you're not going to be able. Well, I don't know, because you might be able to, because when movies enter the public domain, you can just
that's
show
a bad
the whole
example,
movie.
because Fantasia is probably going to be one of the first things that enters if it already hasn't. You know what I mean?
But like, I want to say that all of the things that are like in this whatever work, like all of those like things and situations would enter the public domain. But then I heard the thing about Winnie the Pooh being that
it was only the movie, or not the movie,
book.
the book.
Yeah.
But like, what defines that? So like with Mickey Mouse, like there is no book, he didn't originate from a book. Like he originates from Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
So like maybe that is what's going to be like just the Steamboat Willie Mickey, which is like, that's arguably one of the cooler like versions of Mickey. So I'm fine with that.
So you couldn't like show it because there's probably a lot of other things within it that are still copywritten. Like you couldn't show Goofy because Goofy wasn't.
No, yeah. Goofy's not.
Yeah. He wasn't
later,
like,
sure.
yeah. So you could show it and edit all that out, or like make your own cartoon with Mickey.
So one tip
no
that's going to get you
characters.
rich is as soon as Mickey enters this public domain in 2024, so start saving up now, is you're just going to want to go wild with merchandising. And make all kinds of, like, I'm
Mickey
thinking
pissing on like your...
Mickey, I'm thinking Mickey head on a tattooed Marilyn Monroe body with like some sort of old English text.
I like that.
And
maybe like Mickey with like
Mickey as Scarface.
Mickey has like different versions or copyright free versions of characters, like a knockoff Bart Simpson.
Yeah, yep.
And then it'll say like chew my pants or something like that. And you could probably use what are Mickey's catchphrases? Ho ho.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And
ho ho.
You betcha.
You betcha, yeah. And then he said, Minnie, you got some splaining to do. He would say that, right?
No, you're thinking of Ricky Ricardo, which is like
no, it's all like black and white Steamboat Willies.
No, you're thinking of I Love Lucy.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I Love Lucy. I mean, it was like another black and white TV program, but it was honestly like it was kind of.
It's kind of like a Mickey and Minnie type of like
kind of
live
dynamic,
action.
Yeah, like a little bit more domestic violence in I Love Lucy.
Yeah.
Looking back, I think he used to like threaten her.
Yeah,
like,
constantly threaten her.
Like I don't think he ever like beat her on camera, but there was the lingering threat of Lucy being like beaten by Ricky.
Yeah, he was always like,
Lucy,
like he did a lot of that. Yeah.
You got some splaining to do.
Which is like a threat. That's like a direct threat.
Oh yeah, he was threatening her all the time.
Yeah.
Man. I remember that.
And that reminds me of a good way to get rich is to threaten people in a legal and safe manner. So, one way that you could do this is
a fine art. I mean, it's really like you got to master this.
And look, here it is.
It's a very fine line that you're going to walk here, but you can get it, after a couple tries.
And this is a course that we're going to enter right now. I'm going to teach you how to assert that dominance, threaten someone, but also not do anything illegal. So this is what you say. All right. You tell someone that you say, hey, did you know this fact? You can elbow anybody you want on accident, quote unquote, one time. and get away with it. Your spouse, your parents, your kids, you can grab something from a top shelf, pull it down, accidentally elbow them, be very apologetic. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That was a complete accident.
I mean, like I got very sharp elbows. So like if I were to get like I could get this right in someone's eye socket.
Yeah. Pop their fucking, but you don't want to do that. No. You just want to assert your dominance, you know? And it's not even about throwing the elbow. It's just about the person knowing that you could throw the elbow and you could get away with it. You could be like, hey, it was an accident. I'm so sorry. And you get one. And that's a good way to just like play mind tricks. I said this, it's so fucked up because I said this to my girlfriend like as a joke. And then I was like, man, like I'm glad that you get my sense of humor because that was like, I pretty much just threatened you. Like, why would I say that? And then now I said that it's a manipulation tactic on the podcast as a goof. So I hope that she doesn't see this or anybody that she knows or her family or anything. My bad. That's also a joke. It's a joke and a joke.
Another, you could also go like a little bit more the traditional route as far as intimidation goes and be like, you know,
carry a gun.
No, you get a little bit of personal information about whoever you're threatening and you'd be like, okay, you know, you find out their mother's name and whereabouts and you'd be like, you know, I'm sorry. It would, you know, there's nothing that I would hate more than for your mother, Kathy at 1135 Nordic Lane, for something to happen to her. And I just, you know, like I know that we both want what's best for Kathy here in this situation. And I mean, again, you got to be vague. You can't outright say that you're going to hurt Kathy.
But
and maybe you're not even planning. We're not hurting Kathy. No one's hurting Kathy.
Yeah, obviously. But just let them know that you have this information.
You let them know that you have this information and that,
which is easily accessible. You do a person search on Google.
Yeah,
you
of course. It's out there on the internet.
Yeah. And even if you're wrong, you could get like an old address, something that would still spark up some fear. So it's like a, you know,
again,
you got to toss
you're walking a very fine line here. It's you know, this isn't going to be something that you perfect once or twice, but you know, like the more extortion that you do, like the better you're going to get at it.
Yeah,
so,
and it's a fine line. And another good way to get money is walking fine lines. You could do
the trapeze.
Yeah, the trapeze. You could do that performance stuff in circuses. There's like a lot of
Circus Olay.
Yeah,
or is it Soleil or Olay?
Circus d'Olay.
Circus, is it like an Irish thing, like circus apostrophe?
It's actually Cirque d'Olay.
Okay. So yeah, something where your balance can pay off. Another option is like the mafia uses like tight
mafia wire.
I lost
like to choke people.
Like the choking wires.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I lost track of what we were previously talking about. So like I went from mafia to just the wires.
Oh, I was just gonna say
Circus Olay because they were balancing on a tightrope. Yeah.
And just your regular circus. I mean, there's a lot of circuses really had like a bad rep back in the day with, you know, the freaks.
The animals, the animal cruelty, just abusive to animals.
A lot of dark stuff going on.
Sad elephants.
Now they kind of have to go out of their way to like pay people good.
Yeah, they got to get that top
notch. They
got
craft services. Mm-hmm. They have Bugattis that you could just drive.
You can a Maserati.
Take pictures
when the Masera's up, and you're gonna know it's not a Mazda.
Also, another good rule of being rich: pictures with sports cars are better than owning sports cars. All you need is the picture. You get the same thing.
Same clout.
You don't
aside from
it.
Like the people that you actually like know in real life who know that you're not driving these sports cars, like strangers on the internet, for all intents and purposes, are gonna think that like he probably owns that car, right? Like why else would we be posting it? Most of them are gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, you know. Like some of them they're gonna see right through you and they're gonna know you're a fake. But I mean that's gonna hopefully be the minority.
Yeah, and then. You don't want to be making that payment all the time on that thing.
Nah.
You want to be making minimal payments.
Yeah,
here.
See, that's like
you want money coming in.
Cut expenses.
Yeah,
that's like another thing that rich people can tell you. Rich people don't spend their money.
Yeah, you don't.
So maybe you should like take
Yeah.
a look at what expenses you can cut in your personal life and consider that.
Yeah, you don't make money by giving it away to businesses.
Maybe
and
if
services.
if you weren't eating avocado toast and had a subscription to every single streaming service, maybe you would already be rich.
Yeah, and here's another trick to getting rich: avocado toast. You make it at your house with toast and avocados. Do you know that?
Yeah, you don't even
mash
have to
an
use
avocado.
avocados.
Yeah,
You don't even have to use avocado.
you could use guacamole. You could
There's
use
lots of
lettuce.
stuff.
Sour cream is good. It'll give it that same kind of flair, and that'll save you a lot. No money going out. You want to try to find someone that you could like live with,
Someone you can borrow money from. Also. Yes.
Yeah, someone you could call in a pinch and be like, "Hey, I need $300 again."
I mean, like,
Stuff
you
like
know,
that.
like maybe you've got a parrot. I mean, I think that's the most obvious
parrot?
situation. A parrot. Or a parrot. I mean, like a wealthy parrot, but birds typically don't possess like any sort of
not
money
at
or
all.
bank account. So I'm thinking like your mother,
Yeah,
your father,
your
father,
your father.
father,
Yeah,
father.
mother or your father. Yeah, something like that. Some
Maybe
sort of
like
rich
a rich
family
aunt.
member.
Yeah. You borrow money or the bank even. If you have a decent credit score, if you have a credit score, you know, like above 700, the bank will probably give you a loan.
Yeah.
You just
And
take the
then-
money from them. You use it. You flip it. Like again,
Yeah.
you know, one makes two,
Yeah, the
two
Mike
makes a
Epps
Fomac,
thing.
and
Yeah.
then next you got a half ounce.
You Mike Epps it. Mike Epps it. Mike.
Mike
yeah.
Epps.
You
yeah.
Mike Epps it. And then you're gonna want to like. You could also maybe find someone that's like, you know, whatever sex that you're attracted to, or maybe not even.
Maybe
Just
you're not.
find anybody that has been living like a sexless life.
You prostitute yourself.
Someone-
Are you
someone that
saying
just-
sex work.
No, just find someone that hasn't like ever gotten laid and just like spends all their time like just accumulating money and, you know, doing things that they enjoy and getting nice things. And then you go to them, someone that's like unfuckable for whatever reason.
Yeah, like that. Like the. I'm just picturing. Remember Anna Nicole Smith?
Yeah.
Like that sort of
exactly,
situation. Yeah.
Find
yeah.
something like that and you go there, you tell them everything they need to hear, you get in, you seal the deal,
You got to do what you got to do.
and then
You got to get that bag.
yeah, and then hopefully get married and become like a Tom Arnold type situation where you just get
Yep. You get
alimony.
like slightly famous, and you get a couple of
Yeah.
B movie roles,
and a couple of beans every month tossed in your
also,
bank
yeah.
account.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is good. You definitely want to find some, you know, just some girl that'll just buy you an Xbox and let you live at her parents' house.
Yeah,
all that stuff's
and
good.
without getting into like a physical description, like there's a certain type.
I know we're both trying
There's
not
a certain
to do
type.
it. Yeah,
that'll-
but you
that,
know the type.
You get in where you
know
fit
the,
in.
You know the one. And then there's also that kind. I'm sure that there's a version of that for guys too. Like for a girl to go find a guy that is like a fat girl, and or whatever.
Or like, yeah, like a sugar daddy.
Yeah, sugar, like an old bald guy,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but he's got money. He's got stacks.
Again, you know, like if you have to borrow the money from someone, like
That. Oh, obviously, if you're a girl, have an OnlyFans, right?
Oh, yeah,
no
yeah,
matter what,
definitely,
no matter
definitely
who, no
OnlyFans.
matter who you are, if you're
guy
a girl, have an
like
OnlyFans.
start a podcast. That's another thing. Start
Guys,
a podcast.
podcast.
You see like
Yeah.
all the raking, you know, all the dough we're raking in. You see all the A-list sponsors like Releafy, who actually, you know.
Yeah, we're using them right now. They're sponsoring the show today. This episode is brought to you in part by Releafy. And
They
you
sent
can
us this. We didn't pay for this.
no, and you could use the code NHP at Releafy.com.
It's kind of working.
It's well, I mean, he doesn't really know how to work it yet, but there is a finesse that you need to learn. Here, look, you give the pitch on Releafy and I'll show them
So
how it's
Releafy's
done.
basically giving you like a 2-in-1 dab item where you can use it like a vape pen, or you can attach it to your dab rig and take dabs straight out of this bad boy. You just load it up, you tap the button a couple of times, and you're gonna get a smooth, you know, satisfying hit every time. And you head over to their website right now. You use the promo code NHP, and you're gonna save 12%. That's, you know, that's a substantial discount. And with, you know, gas prices and inflation and Sleepy Joe and all that, you're gonna need to save that money.
Did you hear that? That Trump buried his first wife at his golf course. so that it now is tax exempt because it's officially a cemetery.
Oh no, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So go to Releafy.com and use the code NHP. Save yourself.
Not 10. We fought tooth and nail to get you that extra 2%.
Yeah.
We wanted 15. 12 was the best we could get you, but take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. And maybe if you guys start going there, start buying stuff, they see the NHP code getting used all the time, you tell your friends, then we can get 13%. Yep. I like that. It's like a spooky number,
it's a whole thing. A gang number.
Yeah, or a gang number. And we've been that fucking that Andrew, we'll get back to Get Rich in a second. That Andrew Callahan and Nick was also on the
he didn't have much to say.
No jumper.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's cool that Andrew like included him and kept saying like, I don't know, what do you think, Nick?
Yeah.
And like kind of throwing him in there.
Yeah.
You tell he was nervous?
Yeah, for sure.
But that was a great episode, and then I love how they were just drilling at him on like
him giving a soapbox to these gangbangers who are just killing each other left and right.
And how he was saying like there's like beefs that are going on in these gangs and in these communities that are just minimal things that nobody should really know about. And then if someone goes on No Jumper and tells a bunch of people about it and is talking shit about people, calling them out by name, then people feel widely disrespected because everybody sees it.
Yeah, they get embarrassed. They're a little red-faced, and all of a sudden they're out for blood. They're out for retribution, and they're going to leave somebody dead in the streets for no reason that it could have just been averted because all these viewers, like Adam22 wasn't up in someone's face with the microphone, man. Like, who don't you like?
Yeah. And I think that it was like, it seems like Andrew's like really conscious about like putting any sort of, because we make he was talking about how we make like a true crime documentary out of gang violence.
Oh, he didn't say it by name, but he was for sure talking about, have you seen Trap Lore Ross? That's the account that he was basically referencing. Trap Lore Ross, who is it's a YouTuber, a white kid, super geeky white kid from England, like hardcore English accent, and he's just making, and they're good. They are decent like docs, but these YouTube docs that are like in depth, like breaking down like all the different the Jacksonville, like all this shit. Yeah, like you could check them out. Like I've watched a bunch of them, but there's no reason for this guy. Like this guy is perpetuating. He's the one. Like he's like what Andrew is accusing kind of Adam of doing. Like Trap Lore Ross is the one who's really doing that and making money off of it.
And he was talking about him, and he didn't call him out by name. I think on purpose.
Yeah, but no, it was for sure. Yeah, I mean, like I've watched like a lot of the hip hop YouTube videos, and like Trap Lore Ross. That's like his account is pretty much just like kind of like
just on that.
Yeah, like and that's exactly what Andrew's saying. He's like making like a like documentary videos that millions of people are seeing about like like a 3-block area in Jacksonville.
About a tiny beef that a small group of people are included in that the world shouldn't know about.
Exactly.
And he's blowing it up and making it way more of a thing, and then it like hyper drives this whole lifestyle.
Exactly, yep.
And
Trap Lore Ross is
and he was like, it's already a sad thing, like to like have gangbangers in here talking about like how they're doing great and they're killing it. Like it shouldn't be an aspiration for like people to join gangs. That's like a last ditch effort for like when you don't have any choices. Like it shouldn't be glorified.
Should we? Like, I kind of want smoke with Trap Lore Ross because he's just like a little scrawny British guy. Yeah. So we could come right out and say, fuck Trap Lore Ross.
Do that. Fuck you, dog.
Fuck Trap Lore Ross. Yeah. Shut your mouth. You're basically dry snitching. Mm-hmm. And we don't, you're really causing, is. He is. Yeah. You're causing deaths. You're
causing problems.
Get up out of here.
Yeah. So why don't you cover, literally anything else, besides
Trap Lore? You're like a little nerdy English kid that's like, why are you digging into this?
Like, hello,
what
mate.
are you doing?
And look a little beef.
Like what are you doing? Like what do you care about the homicides in fucking Jacksonville? Like you're a little punk, and like come out here. You know, I'll drop my location. We can fucking
Weird.
Oh, you got lure in there. It's LORE.
Oh. Oops. Traplore Ross, YouTuber.
I mean, he's just. I mean, like I could physically, like either one of us could just beat the living piss out of this guy. And you know, I'm not gonna say that we would do that because did I already make a threat?
Yeah, maybe. Probably. But yeah, this is all. There's a disclaimer.
Yeah, and like look at his like most viewed videos. Like they're gonna be like, yeah, like Deadly Gang War, Jacksonville, Gangs of New York.
In my previous video about the gangs of Chicago, we looked at how the Black Disciples and Gangster Disciples evolved over the decades since they were started in the late 60s.
Like why?
All the way up to the...
And look at this guy.
No way.
Yeah.
Why? Fuck.
O-Block versus Tukaville. Like, none of us should know what O-Block or Tukaville is, and neither should this guy. And like, what? How did he find this information out? Like, he's like,
and it's got millions of views, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like 5
and like his hair
views.
gets even like weirder too. Like he's just like a little creepy. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. So fuck Traplore Ross. You want to come see us again? I'll drop my location.
Yeah, that is fucked up. And Adam obviously doesn't do that, but he does like in a way.
Yeah, it's like to a lesser extent.
To a lesser extent, for sure.
He gives like a lot of the people that Traplore Ross is talking about a platform. So
yeah, exactly. But that interview was dope, and I think that another good way to get rich is like make YouTube videos. Like Andrew Callahan's a great example. He started making YouTube videos, found a niche, found his own little thing.
Now he's raking in dough and spending it on legal fees.
Yeah, and getting that Patreon money. And you should start a Patreon. That'll get you rich. You start making YouTube videos. Maybe do like an All Gas No Brakes ripoff channel because those already get like 30,000 views.
Didn't Andrew say like none of his videos get monetized?
Yeah, none of them.
He's getting only Patreon money, but I'm sure he's got like plenty of it. So
yeah, for sure. And they got like a meme company to buy him a van, so you could try to do that.
Now
or,
another route you might want to take is like maybe you're not so much like a YouTuber, but maybe like an actor. You go the acting route.
Oh yeah,
and start auditioning for this is a terrible segue. I was just gonna segue into Ezra Miller.
Oh yeah, the Ezra Miller thing.
I saw it on the screen here. Ezra Miller's just wilding out.
Yeah, he really is. Ezra Miller from the upcoming film The Flash, which is still coming out.
Yeah, he plays the Flash in like a DC movie, which I mean, for all intents and purposes, I think should have been like at least tabled for the time being while this whole situation with him plays out, but apparently still has a scheduled release.
Yeah. Marvel said that or DC or
DC,
whoever it
definitely
is.
DC move.
DC said that they're pushing for it. DC doesn't have a lot of films, so
no, I mean
they're taking what they can get.
Yeah, you know, like Disney doesn't own the DC universe, so you gotta imagine the standards are gonna be a little bit lower. You're gonna see these characters at like Six Flags, not so much Disneyland. So
yeah,
of course their standards are a little bit lower. But Ezra Miller, who is gonna play the Flash, has just been like having like a mental health breakdown for the past few years, and he had been showing some cracks. You know, going back a few years, but lately has just been on what's like a good word for?
He's been spiraling.
No, he's on
He's on a descent.
Yeah, I guess a descent would work. I'm just thinking of like some sort of like crazy misadventure.
Yeah, misadventure is right.
Yeah,
because he is currently, as we speak, driving across the nation with a gun and wearing a bulletproof vest, and some recent picture that was deleted or something. And
yeah, so this guy's been like grooming young women on some sort of ranch in Montana.
Yeah.
and he's also been I don't know.
So he choked a fan.
He choked a fan. So this is just like a nutty indie actor. Like I feel like when we talked about this before the episode, I feel like we were capturing what's going on with Ezra Miller a lot better. But
yeah, but now it's like, who cares?
Yeah, and also like I didn't even know who this guy was until I heard this story. So he's basically famous for me as far as like just being this nutty character.
Yeah, he should really be documenting more of it. I think it would probably be more exciting to cover.
More YouTube videos, maybe.
Yeah, if we got some
Ezra
more
Miller,
videos
like what's up
if
with
you're
social?
watching, you should
go live, maybe.
Go live. You could even just like do video calls to us, and we'll screen grab them. You could send us videos on like Instagram
just
or
please don't
Snapchat
rape
or
any children or don't harm
no
anybody.
human trafficking,
no
or
harm
raping
anybody
or anything.
Yeah, please, Ezra Miller, cool it.
Yeah, did you hear that Andrew Tate is facing human trafficking charges?
No, I hadn't heard this.
He had like some people trapped in his basement.
Now,
or
is
some
this
shit?
like? Did you become aware of Andrew Tate because of his like current escapades, just like Ezra Miller?
Yes. Yeah, I just recently learned
another guy
Tate.
that's like, I mean, you wonder if they're just both doing it for their brand, like doing like outrageous things to further their brand, because neither of us knew who either of these jackasses were a couple weeks ago. But all of a sudden they start going out and acting just like a menace to society, quite literally.
Here we go.
We know who they are. They're in the public lexicon all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So you know what? Like, kudos to them if that was their end game. Like, yeah, we know their names now.
Yeah, they did it. And Andrew Tate, I guess, just is being charged with running. He was running like a webcam factory out of this basement where he had like a bunch of mock rooms that girls were in, and then they were doing like just a bunch of webcam work.
The type of stuff that pops up like on ads when you're on the porno sites.
Yeah, and they're all like, I'm just in my room. I'm just a girl in my room. And they're just in some basement all with like a chain on their leg.
Yeah, they're not even in the big city.
Not even in the big city, not even close. And I guess some of them were there against their will.
Oh shit.
And now he's being charged with human trafficking.
Like, was he enforcing that? Like, was he like there, like pacing back and forth with like a pistol or some sort of like weapon, just like being like, "Hey, you finish your shift."
Yeah, I imagine that he was there, like he had on like jeans, no shirt, sunglasses. Is how I see him.
Scratching his head with his pistol.
Scratching his head. He has like a big, like a cat of nine tails style whip that's like real long. And he's all like, "Hey, what are you doing over there?"
Oh, is he British?
Or something. Like he has a voice. Yeah. He definitely has a voice.
Yeah,
voice. Like, "Hey, what is it you think you're doing over there?" That's like my Andrew Tate impression, I think. Here, let's hear his voice. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Get back to work."
You don't think that he talks more like with an accent like this?
No.
An accent in Italian and Italiano.
I don't think he's Italian.
That was a pretty good accent.
I am kind of upset that I'm going to be...
Computer, what sort of last name is Tate?
That I'm adding Andrew Tate? Why is there some sort of logo next to it?
Here's something I found on the web. According to reference.com, it is an example of a last name based on occupation, and it is common sense. In the past, there were blacksmiths in every village.
Okay, I get it.
Oh,
computer, thank you.
All right.
Absolutely. Happy to help.
Let's see. Let's just find a clip of him.
Can we get
talking.
his podcast? Yeah, like I want to hear his.
It's almost over, so I don't know what you're gonna do when I beat you at everything.
Oh yeah, he's a UFC fighter, huh?
It's almost over. But to whoop you so bad, no one's gonna watch you on Twitch ever again.
Okay, yeah, he's a UFC fighter.
Take my viewers? And I take your viewers by beating you at all your own games. What game do you even play?
Beat me in NBA 2K, I'll tell you that much.
Oh,
smoke you.
Would you put up money?
So
he's a video game. He likes his video games. He's not an actual fighter so much.
Yeah. So this is like a.
Oh, I remember this guy actually now from before. I remember him. He had like videos like about like they were like super sexist and went viral.
If you know what you have, you don't have much.
And once you reach a certain level of money, you don't even know what you have.
This is like
You
after
don't
he
know
went
what you
viral.
have.
Originally,
Outside entities, which you may have
Yeah.
a stake in.
he was just putting out like
People
Twitter
don't know money.
videos like about like just explaining like just basically like super sexist, being like, yeah, I want a woman should worship me. Just
Yeah.
and that's kind of like how he, I think, got his claim to fame, and then it's just
You know,
it
you have a
spiraled
nice
into
life.
whatever this is.
No, but I'm saying you have a nice life, you live a good lifestyle. Women will just see you as an opportunity.
If I was
Do you
a
understand?
dumbass, yeah, correct.
Yeah, but this one said, but your attitude is what keeps a woman also. Like, do you think a high-value woman is going to sit there and tolerate a man condescending and talking to her and being like, we're different and we're this, we're that, because we're not. A woman that knows her worth is not going to tolerate that.
We discussed the infidelity of females, and I said that female infidelity is more disgusting than male infidelity. And I think that the world agrees with me. History agrees with me. The Bible agrees with me. The Quran agrees with me. Every single book you can read from history says that females who are promiscuous should either be stoned to death or at least cast out from society. Female promiscuity is a brand new concept. This is brand new amongst society. The idea that women can sleep with a bunch of dudes and it doesn't...
Stoned to death.
Yeah, so that's a wild take for sure.
Yeah.
So Andrew Tate, he's been on the internet. He has like a long history now of just posting like wild, super misogynist and sexist takes, and he's apparently like his actual goings on in his real life are coming to haunt him, and he's what is he on the run now?
No, that's Ezra Miller.
Oh,
He's just
Andrew
facing
Tate's
charges.
also not
but,
on the run.
No, but he lives in Romania because he moved there because
because there's no
rape laws.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much whatever goes over there. With
How he
these
explained
Romanian
it was
women.
that he doesn't want to get Me Too'd in America by just saying that like a girl's hot or something, and that if he was like if a girl said that he raped her in Romania, that he could be like, the cops would be like, well, what'd you guys do? And
it just seems wild because like he was already out here in America, like giving these really, really wild takes. Like what was his concern? I feel like
I think he probably raped a bunch of people.
Yeah, there's something that maybe hasn't
and
come
had
out
to leave.
yet. And,
yeah.
He's, I don't know if there's any sort of extradition in Romania or not, but maybe he feels like he's not likely to be sent back.
So we're ready for, it's really only one step on how to get rich.
And Andrew Tate, he's like a very wealthy and successful man. So like obviously
he runs a course. It's like a how to get rich course.
Kind of like what we're doing here.
Yeah. And that's $50 a week or something.
You guys have been giving Andrew Tate $50 a week, and like what you can't give us like at least that?
Yeah.
I feel like what we've given you today is more important or more useful and noteworthy than what Andrew Tate, I can only imagine, is giving you based on the fact that he's in Romania in fear of being Me Too'd, and we're right here in the heart of America in the big city, and we're giving you this information. And
so sound off with your PayPals or your Cash Apps, and we'll request money from you.
Yeah, you don't got to send it. We'll get it from you. We'll hit you up.
Yeah. Well, don't worry about it. We'll hit you up, and we'll see you next week.
Natural Habitat Recordings.